Happy New Year, Cancer. Welcome to your Runescope for 2014. Instead of January, I have decided to do an overview of the whole year for every sign. And the tarot cards wanted to go first with you. I'm using the major arcana to take a look at January through June for you. And then moving to the runes to take a look at July through December of 2014. I have to tell you, Cancer, you've got the best looking cards I've seen yet. I'm about the halfway point and looks like it's going to be a pretty stellar year for you. But of course, I just want to mention that as always, you can also watch the video for your rising sign if you know it. And that can give you some more information about some of the themes in other areas that may come up for you in 2014. Or you can schedule a private consultation with me. I do those on Skype. And it's $65 for half an hour. Just drop me a line at the email address below this video if you want to set that up. The new year can be a very good time to get a reading because, you know, everybody starts the new year hopeful, I think, and hoping that it will be better than the last, you know, each time. And for you anyway, Cancer, it's looking pretty good. I also have my Thor Pez dispenser here to help us since we are dealing with the runes. And hoping he can lend his energy and expertise to the readings. So let's get into it and take a look at January through June for you Cancers. For the first 6 months of the year, a lot of you are going to be planning a wedding. I see, you know, a lot of couples, a lot of Cancers cementing their relationship, making it legal, and either planning that or actually, you know, for a lot of you, it will take place between January and June. And this is going to be something that you've been waiting on for a long time. I think a lot of you may be in relationships where you've been with this person for quite some time, and you know, now it's time to take things to the next level. For those of you who are already coupled up, it could be that you are bringing people together in some way. So maybe some of you are going to be planning an event for family, bringing people together that maybe haven't seen each other in a long time. Maybe resolving differences. There's some of you may be playing a mediator role between family members who maybe have not spoken in a long time. Maybe there's been a rift, and maybe, you know, maybe that's happened with you and you're reconciling with someone in your family. But there's a coming together that is the focus from January through June for you Cancer. And it's something that's going to make you very happy. It's something that you want. It's not something that will make you uncomfortable. It's not something that will make you feel awkward. You know, it's something that needs to happen. Some of you will be settling down in a different way, maybe just taking a more traditional look at things, or maybe taking if you've had kind of a wild and crazy decade, maybe a lot of you are going to be just taking a more traditional approach to life starting in 2014 and battening down the hatches and getting to work on something, a goal that you've been wanting to achieve, and focusing on that for the first half of the year. Yeah, so off to a good start. I think a happy reunion is in store, or a wedding. For those of you who are single at the start of 2014, you're going to be inspired in love, or just seeing love in a new way, and hopeful about what may occur for you in that sphere in 2014. And I think a lot of you there is going to be, you know, if you are single Cancer, I think a new relationship will present itself in 2014, and it will be a very spiritual but playful relationship is what I'm getting. So definitely an emotional connection, but you will have that playfulness and fun and that sort of aspect. I think if something starts in 2014, I don't think that you will move too quickly on it. Now, for those of you who I mentioned have been coupled up for a while, you know, this wedding or this taking your relationship to a more cemented, more committed level is something that's been in the works, I think, for quite some time. For those of you who meet a new partner this year, I think you'll take things slow, and I think you'll be happy with that. You'll be comfortable with that. You're going to take it at a pace that you know, you are comfortable with. I don't see you wanting to rush into things. You want to be sure. But for those of you who have been waiting, like, you know, for a long time, if it's been kind of a dry season on the love front or on the relationship front, I think you're in for abundance in that area in 2014. So enjoy that, you know. Some of you may just be dating around. Cancer, you're normally a relationship kind of sign. Not always, you know, other parts of your chart may have more of an effect, you know. But Cancers, for the most part, you like home, you like family. You are, you know, you want to be in a relationship. You want to have that one-to-one. And, you know, you can have whatever you want in 2014 where love and relationships is concerned. You can have you can play, or you can settle down. But I see most of you taking a more traditional approach to that. For any decisions that you need to make the first half of the year, the advice is to look at things differently and take risks where decisions need to be made. The more that you do things in a different way, the better the results. And for some of you, this may be something that your actions may equal the scales. This could be going back to the reconciliation we were talking about, the mediating if you are kind of working to reconcile members of your family. Something that you do in the opposite way that you normally would is able to rectify a situation. You're able to transform a relationship, transform a situation. For some of you, this may even be something that has been a court case. I mean, this may be have a legal bent to it, you know. So I see that any of you who have court cases going on, I see this, you know, the dynamics in this shifting or changing. And for some of you, it'll be in a way that you didn't expect. Some of you may be dealing with a manipulative woman. That may be the person that's on the other side of this. And they may just suddenly drop the case. Or they may just suddenly, you know, do something that you weren't expecting. But it seems to be something that will right the wrong. So just keep that in mind, January to June. What can't be changed January to June is that you may feel that people around you are not using their common sense. And I feel like this is specifically family, people close to you. Some of you may have children who you feel are making bad decisions. Some of you there may be a male in your children's life, and this could be an ex, this could be your ex-husband, ex-lover, who is just not a good influence and who is letting them run wild and take risks or behave in ways that you do not agree with, or do things that, you know, you don't have maybe the same set standards for certain ages. Like, you know, I wouldn't let them watch that kind of thing at this age. I wouldn't let them listen to that kind of music at this age. So that you may feel like they're getting, you don't like not knowing what's going on when they're with their dad or with, you know, with this male figure in their life. So, it seems like you'll be dealing with that and trying to figure out what to do about it. Because you can't really, you know, you can't really say, no, you can't go see your dad. So, I mean, that may be an aspect that you just have to accept and then kind of try to counteract it as best you can with your standards and you know, your view on that sort of thing. By June, I think that you guys are, again, continuing with this theme of bringing people together. Some of you may encounter a reversal of that situation. So whatever you thought was rectified and that maybe was a positive reunion now begins to fall spectacularly to pieces again. But something can be salvaged. You can turn this around. You know, well, I mean, you can turn aspects of it around. unfortunately, you're not going to be able to completely, maybe it's not going to be as good as you had it at the maybe earlier in the year, but yeah, there's something out of your control that happens, you know, just circumstances beyond your control. And it may feel like that, like there's just, this is a roller coaster that's careening off the track. And you will feel like, oh, I put all that effort into this for nothing, and now these people are fighting again, or now these people are not getting along again, and here I did all of this. Some of you may be trying to get pregnant come June. You may be trying for a baby, wanting to, and you may be encountering some problems, but give it some time, is what I'm getting for a lot of you. It seems like that there is a solution to this, but it may just, you know, it may not happen exactly when you want it to happen, but, you know, there are things that can be done in this day and age. So I see you maybe take a break for a little while, you know, look into options, and, you know, I think you'll stumble on something that works for you. For those of you who don't want to get pregnant, be careful. Because, yeah, June is going to be a volatile time where really anything can happen. And I think unexpected things will happen. For some of you, if you've been in a bad relationship, you know, some of you, I mean, if this was what you thought was a good relationship turns out to be the opposite, maybe you find out somebody was hiding something from you. I don't think that's going to be a lot of you. I'm getting really a good vibe for most of you, but some of you may find that somebody was not being honest with you. There will be maybe a breakup, a splitting apart. But it seems like for most of you, if this happens, it's going to be a positive thing. It's going to be a long time coming. Like, you know, you've needed to get away from this person for a long time so you can find your other half. And this is a year to do that, Cancer. If you've been in a bad situation, putting up with a bad relationship that's not, you know, worthy of you, someone who's not worthy of you, 2014 is the time to lose this loser, because you've got so much good love energy, especially in the first half of the year, to find somebody new who appreciates you and who is really going to be a positive connection for you and a past life connection for you. So yeah, whoever this person is who is tricking you, lying to you, pulling the wool over your eyes, cheating on you, those of you in that kind of a situation, it's time to liberate yourself from that and get out of that prison. It's time to walk out. You're not going to accomplish the things that you need to accomplish until you're free of this. And once you do, like right around that corner, is a world of opportunity, not just in new relationships, but in other things, because I feel like this bogs you down. And makes you less likely to seek out other job opportunities, other career opportunities, other, you know, study opportunities. You know, if you wanted to go back to school, things like that. It holds you back from that just because of the way you feel about yourself. So keep that in mind, Cancer. The first half of the year. And now let's move into July through December of 2014 with the runes. Let's see what they have to share with my Cancers. Focus from July to December. There's going to be, something will have ended, some kind of conflict. This could be going back to this family situation. A conflict will have ended, and it will have turned out the way that you wanted it to. So you're going to be able to work something out. You know, if you were reconciling family members. If this was you getting out of a bad situation, you're gonna be glad to kind of be free of that, and you're gonna have some time to rest and just take some time for you and just kind of gather your feelings, evaluate your feelings in the summertime. And I think that's important before you take the next steps that you're going to take, Cancer. July through December, the rune's advice to you is to plant seeds. Even if you're taking baby steps toward a goal, July is a great time to start. And even though it may not take off, like if you're starting a business or, you know, trying to switch jobs, maybe if nobody's biting, if you put your resume out, nobody's biting right away, don't lose hope, because, you know, as just baby steps is going to turn into something, it's going to be very fruitful in the end. And spend more time with people that you know have your best interests at heart when you are feeling down, Cancer. I think a lot of times you isolate when you are depressed or not feeling happy or hopeful. So yeah, seek out people that you know have your best interests at heart and who can help you and give you good advice. Because I feel like there's somebody there who can help you if you need it. If you're kind of, maybe if you are trying to get back on your feet after leaving a relationship, there's somebody who will help you. Yeah, kind of get your bearings. For a lot of you, help that you will receive in the second half of 2014 is going to come from your partner. Some of you, this will be a business partner, but for a lot of you, it's going to be your romantic interest. And for those of you who are single, this is just going to be maybe the self-confidence you get from the person that you meet, this new person that's coming into your life. Because it seems like this person for a lot of you is likes to travel. I see this person traveling a lot. So it could be that they travel a lot for their job or just for pleasure. And maybe that's something you haven't gotten to do as much of as you would like. So I think this person, if it's not literal other vistas that they're going to open you up to, it could be figurative, and they're just going to open you up to a lot of new things, a lot of new ideas, seeing things in a different way, that sort of thing. And again, I see you guys, if you meet someone, this person may want to move faster in the relationship than you. If you meet someone new in 2014, this person may want to take things more quickly than you, so you may be the one putting on the brakes a little bit. I'm just thinking, hey, this is a little too fast for me. Let's just slow it down. And they won't have a problem with that, for the most part. Once they realize that you're just being cautious, you want to make sure that you guys are suited for each other, they'll understand why you're kind of taking things slow. And they won't have a problem with it. Initially, they may feel like you don't really like them. So reassure this person, yes, I do like you. In any way that you can, let them know that. What you have to accept about July through December is that you will be using your intuition, but other people will not. So, and I feel like this is like at work and in family, people may be acting very strange, especially around August. There's something going on for some of you at work that's going to be like, what the heck? Why is this, like someone, and it may be your boss in a lot of cases, someone who's just really not using their noodle the way that they normally do. Some of you may find out that somebody at work has been stealing money or like taking part in extortion in some way. That'll be like the drastic case, but yeah. But also, I mean, what's going to be going on in your personal life is going to kind of outweigh any craziness going on at your job, Cancer. So, yeah, I don't see you involved in this kind of stuff, just kind of hearing about it. But you may be the one that, like, it seems like maybe some of you, if this is discovered about someone you work with, it seems like some of you may have been like, said something like this. Oh, I bet he's pocketing that money, or wonder what happened to all that money from that account. Because it seems like some of your coworkers are going to be like, you said that about him or her. So yeah, everybody's going to be a little impressed with your psychic abilities, Cancer, because it seems like you call something at work that everybody else is just like, whoa. How did you know that? How did you know that was going to happen? Let's see, by December, it seems like the issue with family stuff is still going on, like the stuff you were trying to rectify, the reconciliation you were trying to facilitate. These people are just stubborn. I mean, wow. And it seems like they'll, you are, because the holidays are coming up for December, November and December, you may be trying once again to get everybody to talk, come together. And it's just not happening. And, you know, people may say, oh yes, I'm going to talk to this person. I'm going to call this person. I'll email this person and, you know, we'll make up and figure something out. And then they just conveniently never get around to it or never do it. So Cancer, I mean, it may be that you know, I think that you're giving good advice and I think that people are hearing you. But for some reason, they can't bring themselves to take that step. They can't it's pride, you know, they can't admit that they were wrong or apologize or something. I feel like a lot of this has to do with male energy, you know, or masculine females. You know, a lot of females are masculine. So yeah, there's a masculine energy about this with two masculine energies just headbutting. Or two very outspoken, stubborn energies. Yeah, I think that by December, those of you that we were talking about earlier, if you've left a relationship, you're going to be feeling very hopeful about what's coming up, because I do think there will be someone new in your life at that point. And you will be happy about where that's going. But again, taking it slow and you know, at a pace that suits both of you. Yeah, you'll find your stride together. And I just think you'll have a very nice season with your family, even despite all of this. So it seems like if these two people, like if one person refuses to come to the holiday celebrations, you're going to have a good time anyway next year. So don't worry about that too much, because you've done everything that you can. I really see you working hard on this. And you know, at the end of the day, it has to be the people involved that have to fix this situation. But yeah, I see the end of the year ending on a very positive note. You're going to leave the past in the past for you personally and be looking forward to 2015. Very hopeful, especially about your love life. And for those of you who get married in 2014, you know, or looking to get pregnant, I see that you are going to be continuing those plans into 2015. If they didn't culminate in 2014. For the pregnancy, I see a lot of that coming more in 2015 for a lot of Cancers. You may be looking into avenues if you've had trouble getting pregnant, if that's something you want to do. Or if you just got married, you may be putting that off for a little while. You may want some time to be just together, just the two of you. So I see more around children for those of you who don't have them already for 2015 Cancer. But that is what I see for 2014. I hope that is helpful, and I will be back again next month for February. See you later.